The Jimmy Dean Show!
Howdy!
You know, Bobby, I think, kind of take things like the Jimmy Dean Show for granted, you and I do. And there's a world of people that would enjoy seeing all the acts that you and I admired on those shows. I'm sure that the people nowadays would be overwhelmed with the talent.
Everybody that was anybody at that time was on a Jimmy Dean Show, because it was as big as Ed Sullivan Show.
When a lovebug bites, you don't know where to scratch. It keeps right on a biting, and it begins to hatch. It makes the old feel young, and the poor feel rich. It's just a little thing that's called love buging.
That big loud whistle as it blew and blues, and hello to the Southland, we're coming to you when we're moving home. We're rolling home. You had to laugh at me, but I've set you free and I'm moving home. Let's hit it.
Hank Snow, man. I'm Moving On by Hank Snow was probably one of the biggest hits I ever remember when I was a child.
You'll hear Hank Snow better than you ever heard him before on the Jimmy Dean Show.
These are people singing the songs with their raw, basic talent. Nothing's been doctored up. There's no tuning going on. There's nothing except what you see and hear is what you get.
I'm falling. True love is calling. Timber, I'm falling in love with you.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
The man.
The great Cash. I got to be friends with him, real good friends with him, and he was the one that brought me on his television show and taught me into leveling with the audience and the fans about my past. And he and June talked us into doing that. And he said, Merle, if you let me tell them the truth about you, he said, they won't ever be able to talk about you behind your back.
I hear that train a-comin', it's coming around the bend. That's a train coming around the bend there, that part. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Lord, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging by.
I wasn't fooling around the day I said I do. Yeah, but man, that I wish that I'd been a fool too. I know it's foolish taking all this misery, but when it's you, a fool I'll always be.
I was working in the nightclubs with Fuzzy Owen, who was at that time engaged to Bonnie Owens, who was Buck Owens' ex-wife. Fuzzy got a call from Buck, and they hadn't spoken to each other in years, you know. And Buck said, listen, I've got to have a steel guitar player. I'm going to play on the Jimmy Dean Show. And he said, Fuzzy, you're about the only guy that's qualified, you know, that I can get a hold of. He said, what would it cost me to get you to go to New York and play the Jimmy Dean Show for me? And Fuzzy said, well, it'll be $1,000 a day, plus expenses and plane fare in a hotel room.
It's like saying I don't really want to go.
Well, back then you could buy a Cadillac for $1,000. So it was not no little deal, and Buck had no way to go. He had to hire Fuzzy.
Don't say no, it's the end of the world, 'cause you don't love me anymore.
Got a dime. Oh, yeah. Don't care where I'm going. Don't either. Got nothing to lose. Not even the blues.
just a bumming around.
You know what's amazing about this whole thing is the Jimmy Dean show showed so much talent that nobody has seen in 50 years.
With just about everybody that had any contribution at all to country music is on these shows.
And I personally, I think that Jimmy Dean, in his taste of who to put on the show, actually captured the golden era, in my opinion, of country music.
We'll be back with some of the highlights from the shows that we've done all years, some wonderful guests. Buck Owens that you saw will be back, and they got a whole list of them there. Eddie Arnold, Jack Jones, Edie Gourmet, of course Molly B. and Don Adams will also be back. And that kind of puts a harness on the muse and drives it out for tonight. We sincerely hope that the past hour has been a pleasant one for you. Till we see you again, wherever it may be. Good luck to you. God bless you. Everybody at your house. And bless your heart. Grin once in a while. It's good for you. Thank you. And a good day.